All right, I want to thank y'all for tuning the video today. We're into my truck just to kind of show you. I've got the Banks differential cover installed, but today's video is not necessarily going to be 100% about that. It's going to be about what the fluid looked like when I pulled the cover, how much break-in material is on there, and the level at what you should fill it, and how much it holds, and what type. So let me get out from under this truck, and let's get into this video. All right, so behind me I've got a 24 Denali Duramax, and it has the 1-ton axle, which is the 12-inch, and the 1-ton package on it, which has the overloads. And you know, I put the Banks differential cover on it. If you want to go to the Banks website, you can use my code Rocky and get 10% off of anything you purchase on there. Welcome to do that right now. If you want, I'll put a link at the end of the video for that, okay? Anytime that I have the opportunity to reduce my temperatures on my equipment, I'm going to do it, okay? When it comes to differential covers, transmission pans, stuff like that, one of the main reasons is I tow close to payload. And so I've got a pretty good amount of weight on the back of this truck 50% of the time. And I'm also in South Texas, so we've got triple-digit temperatures down here, okay? So it's really hot. It's important to keep it cool, and things are going to last longer when you keep them cool. And so for me, I put the Banks differential cover, okay? Now, next question is what type of fluid, okay? Because I looked that up everywhere. These trucks range, so you really need to go by your VIN number, go to your dealer and find out. Mine took the 7590 full synthetic. I put the GM fluid back in it, and it's a grape scent fluid. It comes in a round bottle, little round quart. So anyway, just if you want to get that, 7590. I think the Dualies take like a 75 something. So anyway, everyone's different. The capacity on it, for me, what I did is I went through and looked at it, and on the stock cover right here, you can see that this is your fill port, and this hole's like right across from it. So it's supposed to be about the bottom of that fill port. So I measured that, so I should be about 1/4 to half sight glass on the Banks cover, okay? So I got 4 quarts of that, came home. It took about 3.6 to 3.7. I just had a little bit left in that 4th quart, and I put it like between 1/2 and 1/4 basically on the sight glass. And so anyway, got that done. But one of the things I want to talk about is looking at the material. Is it worth doing it at 5,000 miles, 10,000 miles, right? So like I said, I got about 1,000 miles towing, about 4,000 miles of average highway city driving. And you know, looking at it and looking at the fluid, for me, it's my preference. You know, everything's going to have break-in material, okay? Transmission's going to make it, your engine's going to make it, differential's going to make it. What that means is you're going to have some material in the beginning, right? It's just going to break in, and then some of that material is going to stick in the magnet, it's going to go in the filters, you know, all that stuff that it always does. But for me, I like to get that material out, okay? That's my preference. That's not something the manufacturer recommends or anything. I just usually will change my fluids pretty quickly. Like my first oil change is about 2,500 miles, just because I know there's going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff coming out of that engine, a lot of things coming out of the transmission and the rear end, okay? So we do have a little bit of material on this rear end. It's not terrible, but if you look right there, you can see all that's metal, which this is about common. It's not too much or not too less. I did see a little bit of material still in the fluid, and so being that it only holds 4 quarts for me, if I was buying another truck and doing this again, I probably wouldn't wait till over 10,000 miles. And that's just my preference. It's my opinion. So I would get that break-in fluid out, put some fresh fluid in it. Now, when you put the Banks differential on there, it gets real easy to change that fluid. And I can tell you the way I look at it, I'm probably going to go 20,000 and then I'll change it again. But now I've got a magnetic plug on the bottom. I can just pull that plug, put the new fluid in. I don't have to pull the whole cover, so it makes it simple. Same thing on the transmission pan. That's going to have a cooling pan on it. You're going to have the drain plug, be able to drain the fluid. It makes that much easier, okay? So up to you on what you want to do on that. Like I said, my code's Rocky. If you want to go to bankspower.com, I'll put a link to it right here at the end of the video. If the video helped you any, please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.